after a while there comes some movie which is one of the hilarious movie I have watched. So it come across as a Christmas thriller. I thought Rock just did that. I hope they did not use the bottle. I thought it's a Christmas thriller and I thought like let's enjoy something. But to my surprise, it's one of the hilarious movie you can watch on the Netflix right now. I watched it, I laughed through it all. I'm not gonna lie. It's like I was thinking if I can find out this many plot holes or what Ryan George gonna do to this movie. And the whole plot was like I think the idea was producer is asking to his writer, I want to make one of the hilarious movie of all time. What if TSA agents weren't competent? That's the whole idea. The chemistry between the lead actor and the lead actress is like I thought they were like roommates. That's what I felt. And first for first impression, I thought the girl was on in it. So the girl was planning the whole idea. That's what I was thinking. Like, oh, is she? Why is she acting like straight face? No feelings at all, no chemistry at all. I thought she was on in it and she was the part of the plan, but she wasn't. So I thought, okay, they are not that smart enough. All right. And the detective, so after she found out there is some threat going on in the on the airport, what she do? She goes alone instead of calling any backup. What she's gonna do? Search the entire airport on the Christmas Eve? That just plain nonsense. And I hope no detective ever. I hope no detective does that in real life. And in this movie, instead of suspension of disbelief, they did is suspended the belief. That's what I think of. And the sharpshooter comes in the airport and with the gun he's in hand. Where what does she do? The lead actor. She goes from the crowded airport to the parking lot where no one. And somehow I don't believe that in on Christmas there is empty parking lot. And what else? Jason Bateman's acting was like on point. I'm a fan of Jason Bateman. I saw him in Arrested Development, and I thought uh, he did pretty good job with the drama, all with this thriller. But apart from that, everything is kind of like, why are they even doing it? These many TSA agents are incompetent? Let's say he trick the other TSA agent and gets him fired with the coffee. Don't they ever check the camera? They don't even fact check like where he was drinking that coffee, or don't even they do the breath analyzer? Don't they have that capability with them? Just it's one of the hilarious movie I watched in recent times, and I laughed through it all. I If you want have a quick laugh, just watch it. It's a really funny movie, and let's see what Ryan's take on it. So if you are new here, please leave a like and subscribe, and we'll without a further ado, let's watch this pitch meeting.
So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. Carry on. What do you mean? You want me to continue with the pitch? What? So it's a movie, I guess? No, sir, the movie is called...
It actually felt like a producer actually pitched this idea to scriptwriter that let's make a parody movie about TSA agents.
Carry On. Oh, okay, and so what's her deal? Who? Carrie. No, sir, carry on like a bag. I can't carry on like a bag. I can carry on like a person. Oh, my God. The movie takes place at an airport, and there's a very important carry...
It's just 25 seconds. There are 7 jokes he already punched.
on bag. Oh, okay. I misunderstood in a humorous way. All right, so anyway, we're going to meet this guy, Ethan, and his girlfriend is pregnant.
It's a hilarious way.
Oh, bummer. No, it was on purpose. Oh, really? Yeah, and so he's a TSA agent at LAX, and on Christmas Eve, he asks for more responsibility, so his friend gives him his spot at the scanner. They're letting him try that out on one of the busiest travel days of the year? Wow, sounds
Real
like they're
smart.
pretty lax at LAX. Oh, my God. Yeah. Airport code wordplay is tight. So anyway, there's this bad guy we're going to call the Traveler, and he arranges to have a single earbud placed in a bin and given to Ethan so he can put it in his ear. Why would he put that in his ear? Well, he gets gets some threatening texts telling him to do it. So the traveler's entire plan hinges on Ethan checking his phone while at work, which presumably he's not allowed to do. Correct. And so then the traveler's gonna tell Ethan, hey, buddy, I'm gonna need you to...
I have watched very little of Jason Bateman's work, but that's spot on impression.
You know,
You
some
know,
crimes for me. Okay, so you're
hey George Michael, George Michael Jr.
thinking Jason Bateman for that role? I am thinking Jason Bateman for the role. So he's gonna tell Ethan that he's
For
gonna
the most part, I was thinking that his name is Jason Batman. That would have been a really cool name.
kill his girlfriend Nora, who also works at the airport, if he doesn't let this suspicious package through. What's the package? It's a freaking bomb with a nerve agent that he wants to detonate on a plane. Wouldn't they easily trace that back to Ethan letting it through? It sounds like his life's gonna be ruined either way. Yeah, so Ethan tries to send some sneaky messages and make some sneaky calls, but the traveler has an associate called the Watcher, and he's watching on the cameras. So Ethan's just at his station seemingly talking to himself, and that doesn't raise any red flags. That's right. Well,
It's a parody movie about the TSA agents, like if they were incompetent. That's the whole idea of it. It's real funny, guys. You can watch it.
okay then. So then Ethan figures out where the traveler is and discreetly sends a cop over to him, but the traveler freaking kills this guy. Oh, you're not allowed
No
to do
suspense.
that to cops. Exactly. Super.
They don't even suspect. They don't even double check the camera. So they just think it's heart attack. I hope it. I think it's really scared me to go to the airport now.
frowned upon, but now Ethan's in a sticky situation because his boss puts his friend back on the scanner. Uh-oh. Yeah, so the traveler's like, well, you better figure out a way to get yourself back into position. Is that going to be hard to do? Actually, it's going to be super easy, barely an inconvenience.
The old switcheroo.
Yeah, so he swaps out his friend's coffee for some coffee that has booze in it, so his friend gets fired immediately. Couldn't the friend just say, hey, I'm innocent, please give me a breathalyzer or look at the security cameras? Shut up, so now Ethan's back.
The whole idea is they don't even second check the security camera. They don't even try to fact check it. I told you it's one of the hilarious movie. I thought this pitch meeting is gonna go just the way I was thinking, and it's pretty much spot on.
At the scanner, and he lets the guy with the bomb through, this guy named Mateo. Oh no. And he's gonna go have lunch with Nora and later try to go get her out of the airport. Okay, it sounds like this guy's just never at his post. He kind of is never. So anyway, when he tries to save Nora, that freaking Watcher guy aims a sniper at her head from the parking garage, so Ethan has to back off. So she just happens to be standing in a spot that has a clear line of sight from the garage? Yes, so Ethan has to back off. I guess so.
Suspended disbelief. Suspended belief.
Oh, and Ethan also does this sneaky thing where he adds Mateo's name to a list of people that are going to be randomly inspected. Oh, very sneaky. Yeah, but the traveler knows he did it, so he sets the timer off on the bomb, and he's like, hey, you gotta go turn this off or everybody in the airport's gonna die. Oh, dang it. And he freaking tells him to shoot his boss who's doing the random inspection, but then Mateo stabs him with a pen. Right, because Mateo's a bad guy. Actually, turns out he's kinda not. He also has an earpiece, and he's being told what to do so they don't kill his husband. This traveler's threatening all kinds of loved ones. He sure is, sir. So then Ethan stops the bomb, but now they gotta deal with this body, so they roll it into this luggage sorting area. Are there no employees in there? No, because it's all automated. I feel like there would maybe be at least one employee in there. Well, you don't know what you're talking about, do you? Irrelevant.
They don't even know what they were talking about or what they were filming about or what they were even thinking about. They were trying to make a movie about airport security. They don't even know the first thing of it. It's called security camera.
That's fair. So then the traveler tells Mateo to kill Ethan, so they get into this big old fight in this luggage area, but then the plastic gun Mateo's using explodes and kills him. And there aren't any employees or cameras in there. None whatsoever. But so anyway, meanwhile, there's this LAPD detective, and she's kind of piecing together what's going on. Oh, really? Yeah, and on her way to the airport with this Homeland Security guy, she realizes he's not actually Homeland Security, so she confronts him. In a moving vehicle? That doesn't seem smart. Yeah, no, it's not. So they crash pretty violently. That makes sense. But she manages to kill him and keep going to the airport, where she flashes her badge a couple of times and therefore takes control of the entire airport. Wow, if all it takes to take...
She don't even thinks that she should bring backup. how smart they were.
Over the airport is to flash a police badge. Maybe the traveler should have just done that. But then the traveler gets mad and orders the watcher to kill Nora. So he shoots her. No, he's gonna
I didn't even think that the traveler could have flash airport badge and he could have taken over entire airport. Well said, Ryan. Well said.
try to stab her this time. Why would he go with that all of a sudden? Because that works. So she runs out of the airport into this parking area and he's
Empty
going to try to
spot
run her
for
down. Why would
parking
she
area.
leave the airport full of security guards and cops? Because that also works. So then as she's about to be killed, Mateo's husband kills the dude. And there aren't any witnesses to this. No, this is an LAX parking garage on Christmas Eve that doesn't have anyone in it. Got it. But now the traveler has the bomb and he's going to bring it onto the plane himself since Mateo's dead. Oh, he's going to sacrifice himself and blow it up? No, he arranges to get himself a parachute because he plans on jumping. Well, how'd that get through security? Off screen. Oh, okay. But the thing is, Ethan actually swap the bomb into an identical but ever so slightly larger suitcase that doesn't actually fit in the overhead bin. What are the odds of him finding that? Well, sir, what do I look like? Some kind of haunted magician? These things happen, I guess. So the traveler has no choice but to let them put the bomb in the cargo hold. Oh, hell yeah, Ethan. Slightly disrupt that guy's plans. Now the detective that now runs the airport wants to stop the plane, but Nora's like, no, you can't. There's a bomb, and the guy's going to set it off if you stop it. Well, what does she suggest? Well, she tells the detective that her boyfriend's defused this bomb once, so to let him do it again and let the plane continue. So she's like, I will allow it. She's also in charge of air traffic control now. She flashed her police badge, sir. She runs the show. Well, okay then. So Ethan frickin' drives a luggage cart up to the moving plane and climbs on board. Wouldn't driving a vehicle on the runway towards a moving plane alert some people? No, it would not. Oh, okay. So Ethan and the
It won't.
traveler
Like plane are very big and the moving equally like it's like ant size.
get into a little fight and Ethan shoves him into a fridge and throws the nerve agent at his feet. Ah, in a fridge. Very smart. So the traveler dies? He does. Of hypothermia? Of the nerve agent. Right, that makes more sense. A very airtight fridge. So now the day is saved and Ethan gets to reunite with Nora. Don't the police want to question him? Well, yeah,
Yep.
but that detective in charge of the universe tells them to leave him alone. Shouldn't they check
Detective in charge of the universe.
him for nerve agent particles? The detective does not will that to be so. Fair enough. And so then we're done. What do you think? Hey, what about the body of Ethan's boss? What happened with that? And so then we're done. What do you think? Well, it sounds like a lot of fun. You know, an action movie set around Christmas time makes me think of Die Hard. People like Die Hard, sir. Plus, this is different enough. It takes place on Christmas Eve at an airport. Exactly. Although now that I think of it, isn't that the exact day and setting of Die Hard 2? People like Die Hard 2, sir. That's a good point. This should do
Well, it's a played out genre. What can they do?
well.
Kingsman Star Die Hard, like thriller nearing all-time Netflix viewership record at its maintained number one spot. Well, that's how they got me. They have got me because of this number one spot. Like they were mentioning it's a top 10, top 10, top number one. So that's how they got me. And part of me watching this movie was the reason was Jason Bateman is in already in this one, so I thought let's see what he's gonna do in the serious role because I watched him mostly in like Arrested Development. I became fan of Josh Michael, and I did watch him a couple of comedy movies like Horrible Bosses. I thought he was in it, I guess, and this is one of the funniest pitch meeting. It's a hilarious pitch meeting of a hilarious movie. I can't say enough that this is the hilarious movie because it was. They never thought of checking out a security camera, and that's make me go nuts. And the detective, when she enters the airport, and his girlfriend, his wife, tells her that my boyfriend gonna stop that, and she believes it. Huh. I don't know. I didn't know that police are that cooperative or detectives are that cooperative. And this is like one of the hilarious pitch meeting. Well done, Ryan. This is the best, one of the best pitch meeting. Nearly. This is one of the best pitch meeting I've watched, and it was punchy through all and all. And no complaints. And if you want to have some good time, you can watch this movie. It's very hilarious. And apart from the movie, this actor look like there is a one show called Kill Tony. Like I regularly watch it. It's There is one guest comedian. I think his name is Ari Mati. They are like look like to me. They are looking like exactly same, or like they have so much of resemblance. So if you, that's what I was thinking. Like, whoa, where did I watch him? Like, he is a Kingsman. I watched the Kingsman movie. It's a fun movie. But this one is just plain parody movie on TS agents. That's what my thought is. And if you enjoyed the reaction, please leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.